What's up, guys? It's Lefty here with the play of the day for Tuesday, June 15th. Interesting update in regards to the sticky stuff I want to touch on briefly. They now have an actual date set. June 21st is when they're going to start enforcing the foreign substance rule for pitchers. A lot of these pitchers are going to have to start getting used to throwing without a grip enhancer or sticky stuff. I've been talking a lot about this topic and what we want to look for as bettors. The last market report video I did, I go into some detail in the numbers. I'll link that video in the top right corner if you want to check that out. I think we see some significant changes in the next couple of weeks, and really we're already starting to see some changes now. And it's not just with a few guys either. It's a lot of these pitchers that have been using grip enhancers for a lot of years, and they're going to have to start relearning how to pitch without it. So I want to try to see if we can find some spots to take advantage of this change. We'll definitely be talking more about this in the Discord community and how we can benefit from this. But for now, let's get right into today's play of the day. We're looking at an 8:40 p.m. start. We got Padres Rockies, Yu Darvish, and Chichi Gonzalez, and I'm going under the total in this one. This was a source play on the under in this game last night. The more I look into it, I just don't understand how you can give these two offenses this big of a Coors Field adjustment. We should all know about Coors Field. It's considered the top hitter-friendly ballpark, largely based on the altitude, but also the dimensions of the outfield provide like large gaps or what they call power alleys for hitters. So why would I be taking an under here in Coors Field? 11.5 is just too high for these two teams. It's basically saying Coors Field is worth 4 to 5 runs, and I'm not buying it. You know, we have a decent sample size of games between these two teams. They've played 7 times already this year, 4 times in Coors Field alone, including last night's game that just finished 2-3 final score. And they haven't come close to 11 runs in any of these games. Darvish has and can shut down this Rockies offense. But really, that's what most pitchers do against both these lineups, is shut them down. If we look at the season numbers compared to league-wide averages, we see both teams are average, maybe slightly below average in most metrics, but run production is where both teams are well below average. The last 30 days, the numbers get worse. Padres lead the league in strikeout percentage last 30 days. Run production for both teams are near or at the bottom. If we look at WRAA, it's weighted runs above average. This measures a team's run contribution compared to the league average. So we know 0 is considered league average. WRC plus, we know is weighted runs created plus. This takes the runs created metric, but it adjusts its number and accounts for different variables like ballpark or pitcher's ERA, which can give you a very accurate measure of a team's ability to manufacture runs. And because it's adjusted, 100 is league average. So, for example, a team with a 130 WRC plus would mean 30% above league average. And as you can see, both teams here are well below league average in both weighted runs created metrics. So again, how is this total 11.5? I don't understand it. Do the odds makers just expect both teams to all of a sudden start hitting? Darvish should limit the Rockies. Maybe the books think the Padres will put up 9 runs or something themselves against Chichi. And I'm going to take my chances that they won't. And Chichi's numbers don't look great here, but he's sneaky good at home, which I know doesn't make sense, but this entire Rockies pitching staff has some very crazy home-road splits and are pitching good at home, but not on the road, which it should be the opposite. It just doesn't make sense. And, we got the best strike-calling ump behind home plate with Bill Miller. Now, I don't really, put too much weight into umps, but I do want to know when Bill Miller is behind home plate. Also, Doug Eddings a little bit too. Those are the 2 umps that matter the most in my opinion, but routinely, Bill Miller has the highest strike call rate. And it's based on a huge sample size because he's been around forever calling balls and strikes. But bottom line is, we have an under team like the Padres who have solid pitching but can't hit versus a team that can't hit. Both in a hitter-friendly ballpark with an under ump. The total's too high, so let's lock this one in. Under 11.5, minus 120 for the official play of the day. That's going to do it for this one. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the Discord community. We'll talk about some other games, and we got Bucks Nets tonight in the NBA. Hopefully you all have a big night, and as always, may all the umps calls go your way. And tonight they should with Bill Miller behind home plate.